That video gets me every time. It's me for me. Y'all, what's up? Welcome to another Zave's Corner Season 4, shawty. Woo-hoo! Listen, we really a little behind on this whole Season 4 thing, but charges to the game, not to me. Y'all, listen, I am so very excited for another season of Zave's Corner. So much has taken place. I even cut my beard, y'all. I don't even really know how. Well, the little beard that I did have, my little shoestrings. Listen, I am so excited to welcome back some of my very original panelists with me tonight. To kind of catch up with them, see what's been going on with them, talk to them about their lives. We're going to powwow with some of my good friends. But before we get started, let's get these church announcements out the way. Y'all, check this out. We have our second annual Thanksgiving drive this year. That's right. We are asking you. Last year we did 5 families. This year we're trying to do 10 families. We will do 10 families. We want to provide 10 families with a delicious Thanksgiving meal. We've got 3 ways for you to partner with us. And as always, you can contact me or somebody that's posting about the foundation for more information. But join us for the second annual Thanksgiving drive. Now, listen, we putting a spin on Christmas this year. I already bought my Santa suit and everything. We're giving away 100 gift cards to families in need. That's right, 100 gift cards. You can purchase any type of gift card that you like. It could be a Visa gift card. It could be a fast food gift card. It could be a restaurant gift card. But our goal is to give away 100 gift cards this year for Christmas. My cousin is already coming from Alabama with his elf suit. We're going to paint my car red. We're going around the city of Atlanta. Ho, 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 mistletoe, and all that other good stuff. Join us this year as we give the gifts of love for Christmas. 100 gift cards for Christmas, and those same 3 ways to donate are listed on this flyer. Check my social medias for that information. Listen, you've got to be a part of something great. 2021 has already been a very hectic year, but we've been so blessed to still have lights on, the roof on our head, food on our table. Help us ensure that others will have that same opportunity this Christmas. And then calling all the lovers, the Greatness Foundation presents its first annual scholarship fundraiser. It's going to be a lover's ball. R. Kelly canceled, so I don't know if I should say we're going to step in the name of love, but we'll find a different song to use as our backdrop. Yeah, your boy is on trial this week, so he's officially canceled until he's innocent or not. Shout out to Bill Cosby, though. Listen, the Lovers Ball, the Scholarship Foundation, our goal is to raise $2,500 next spring to give away 5, you heard it, 5 book scholarships to graduating high school seniors. Our goal is to leave a lasting impression and to what? Show the world a greater love. That's right. Love somebody, hug somebody. Share this video right now as we get ready to get started. Listen, this week I have to take time and acknowledge that in my personal life, in my professional life more so, we lost a pillar down at the Willie A. Watkins Funeral Home, and that was none other than our beloved Pastor Mickey McGuire, CC, our chaplain and grief counselor. Pastor CC was such a sweet lady. She would literally set the atmosphere of the funeral home with her singing and praying. Her passing leaves a void that has just been unexplainable. So please continue to pray for her family, pray for our funeral home family, and all of those that were following her ministry. You talk about a true woman of God, Pastor CC. You left a legacy and a mark, and we will always remember and cherish you for that. Listen, I hope y'all got your glass. Shout out to my mom, Valjohn Customs, for the beautiful Crown Z glass. We love it. We've been drinking out of it since last season, and we're going to keep the ball rolling. Tonight, the party gets started with my favorites. I don't even know who to bring out, really, because I love them all. But let's see. We're going to bring out, you know what? Because she got ready so quick, y'all. I'm finna put her all on blast. Let's bring out Big Sister Mo. What's up, girl?
Hey, y'all. Don't you do me? Don't you do me? I'm trying to light my candle and everything else. Trying to set the atmosphere. Okay.
Set the atmosphere. We need all the aesthetics and the ambiance.
Listen, I'm trying, baby. I'm trying.
Big Sister Mo, you actually have a podcast that you launched this year too. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. Shout out to Neck Bones and Rice podcast.
Woohoo! We love to see it.
Yay,
we love to see it.
Okay.
Listen, man, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to have you share your information so people can follow you and keep up with everything that you've got going on. Let me bring out the wonderful, the magnificent, the very short. Nah, just kidding. She going to beat me up after this. Jay, what's up?
Hey, y'all.
Y'all wilding already tonight. Jay, what's up, baby?
Hi, hon. Hey, everybody.
What's up, man? First of all, welcome. So glad to have you, Jade. You look the same way you did when I first saw you 10 years ago, which means you have
not.
a bit.
I have aged, but in a gracious way. Okay, I have got like maybe 2 inches on top of me. You know what I'm saying? I have. Give me my credit.
When he strike, I hope he don't strike like over here. Like I hope I don't get the remnants from your strike, because I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of it.
Girl, somebody asked me the other day when I stopped growing, and I was like, I really have no idea. Maybe that was high school. I don't know. Who's keeping up?
Folks getting real bold and shady in a panoramic. This is outlandish. Listen, y'all. We got to shout out the doctor. The doctor is in the house tonight. To the wonderful Dr. Lady Q with the fedora. Okay, hit him. Whoa. No, people don't do that no more.
I love it.
What's up? We're so glad to have you here. Glad to have you as a part of our team, part of our show. Dr. Gaddis is actually one of my board members for the foundation. So thank you for your continuous service and support to the Greater Love Foundation. We truly do appreciate you. Can't wait to get in because you've launched a business this year too. So we can't wait to talk about it. We love this Black entrepreneurship. We love to see it. So congratulations to you. And then last but certainly not least, holding it down for the fellas tonight, it's my cousin who he a cute dog. So y'all pray for him. Everybody can't walk the straight and narrow path, but we thank God for my blood. Cause please, Father. See, I already got it now. Help us. Listen, what's up, man?
What's good with you, man?
Listen, man. I hope you've been staying out of trouble.
Very much so, man. I've been doing real good. I'm proud of myself, man. I'm proud of you too.
Don't be throwing me on the bus like that. It be your own people. It be your own people. Listen, y'all. So let's get started, man. First of all, welcome back. It has been a year since we last talked. It's been a year since we've sat down, all of us together on the same format, the same panel. And what a year it has been, right? So we elected the Orange Cheeto Puff out of office. We now have a Black woman as our vice president. How phenomenal, how amazing is that? But y'all kind of catch me up with what's been going on with you. Talk to the people, tell them what's been going on with you. And you know what? I ain't even gonna pick who's gonna go first. I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
Monique said she going first.
See what I'm saying? It be your own kind. It do be your own people.
Ooh, Chile, the cup about to be empty today. All right, Mo.
Y'all want my tea today or my wine? Y'all want my tea or my wine?
All three of y'all.
God is in the blessing business. Thank you, Jesus. Launched my podcast. Shout out to Neck Bones and Rice. What else happened with me this year? We were still in the pandemanium, so I don't really have a whole lot that happened. I got a raise on my job. Ain't God good?
We love to hear it.
A lot of growth, a lot of healing happened this year for me. New direction. So yeah, I don't got a whole lot to say. Put me on blast, boy. Shoot.
I'm just gonna keep looking up my glasses like this because it's getting real interesting.
It could have got real interesting. But I'm gonna save my wine for later. But that was just the tea. I'll save my wine for later.
Jay, bring some peace to this situation. Jay, bring some peace to this situation. It's getting hostile. What's going on?
It's been a little bit of nothing, a little bit of lot. Like Mo said, I think this pandemic still being around kind of ain't really did too much, but did a lot. One thing I would say, I am proud of my growth that has happened this year. I have been adamant about going to therapy. I have been therapy, going consistently, and it's helped in more ways than one. I can say that like my relationship is great. You know, we have our ups and downs.
Relationship. Woo! Okay then. That girl done
Um,
found her a man.
but it's when I say it's great, you know, I don't want people out here thinking that it ain't some days and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you today, or it ain't some days I'll be like, all right, get out my face, boom. No, it's great because we both working. We both putting in that work. We getting our hands dirty when they supposed to get dirty, and we figuring out what works for you, what works for you. How we gonna figure? Like, yeah, I found somebody who willing to fight for me. You hear me? If I say I don't want to talk to him, he gonna be back in an hour. Like, so you ready to talk to me? You ready to talk to me now? You ready to talk to me now? Like it's cliche, but it's sweet because every woman and every man deserves somebody who gonna ride for them, and that don't mean riding these streets. You know what I'm saying? So that feels good, but no, therapy feels good. Right now, I'm trying to move out of my apartment. That's the little downside of things. I got a little ghetto neighbor, and I don't mind putting her on blast. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying to get out these trenches before I end up in the trenches with her.
Alexa, play Nuck If You Buck.
Please.
yeah.
And then I want Hayward to go ahead and start stumping, and then go ahead, everything going, go get everything crunk. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
even up did nothing.
There's some dogs in this house. It's
I
some
ain't even
dogs in
did
this
nothing.
house. If you see a part, all right, we just playing cut.
I ain't even much did nothing. But
I
I'll
ain't
go
did
ahead and
nothing.
talk. Y'all, I've been hustling. Honestly, on some real stuff. I've just been. I did go back to grad school. I'm back in grad school. I got kicked out because I was playing around. I'm just be real. I'll put it out there. But God allowed me a second chance, and I'm doing well than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all know I teach. I survived the pandemonium. So, and my kids are back in class with me. That's going well. I was doing a lot of yard work, and I actually lost some weight. Because I was doing a lot of yard work. Yeah.
Is this you flexing? This you flexing your muscle?
I got no
This sounds
muscle,
like a
but
flex.
I did lose some weight though, so that's a blessing. And I'm still saved, so that's a huge blessing for me. But besides all of that, just trying to take care of my girls, working, and that's pretty much it.
Shout out to the fathers out there doing their thing,
Yes, sir.
thing.
Yes, sir.
Doc, bring some order to this place because these people about to run my show crazy. Bring some order and
This is a no judgment free zone. It said
it is as it scrolls across the screen.
I
But
was
y'all,
gonna ask Hayward, did he catch any snakes? Because he's always like catching snakes.
Oh,
child,
listen, y'all saw my Facebook. Oh my gosh, it was
Yeah,
two
that's
snakes.
why I'm like, mm-mm.
It was two snakes in my chicken coop. It was two big behind 6 feet long snakes in my chicken coop eating my eggs. And I did a little show on them. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to kill some more because I didn't put enough snake away down. But I ain't trying to take up all y'all time. But those snakes get on my nerves, y'all. Oh my
this
God.
is at the same house that I stayed at when I came to visit you.
Yes, sir.
I know where I won't visit.
Right. I'm gonna go to Florence.
I love your family though, but I ain't visiting you with them snakes.
Matter of fact, it's gonna be a day trip. I'm gonna go up and come back down.
Yeah.
The chick girl, Hayward got these two big old I don't even know what kind of dogs they are, and all they do is just sit there. The dog look at you, looking at you, looking at you. Like
I got a bigger one. I got a bigger one now. Yeah, so yeah.
All right, family reunion won't be at your house. Quaisha.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we're still in a pandemic. I've probably been doing my best to avoid people on purpose. I know that sounds really weird. I am a true introvert, but no, because everybody all of a sudden is an expert and a doctor in public health. So
Shout out to the doctors that are really doctors in public.
Shout out to the doctor in public health.
Oh,
So, yeah. Other than that, working, I started a new job in January.
Woo!
And I left it about 3 weeks ago and went back to my old position. Look, it's a whole nother post. I'll put it out there, but if the job doesn't fit you, don't stay in it.
I know that's right. Don't be rude.
And I started a business. I am trying to dip my foot in being an entrepreneur. Dr. Lady Q Consulting.
Yeah.
So basically mentorship in public health. I get asked all the time, how do you get in public health? What is it? How can I get a job? What can I do with it? And so I figured, why not turn it into a mentorship business? So if you're looking for somebody to talk to, that's me.
Shout out to my favorite doctor. Shout out to my favorite doctor. Oh, and my auntie, because she got her doctorate this year too.
Yes.
Hey, auntie.
Shout out to Vita.
Listen, so hey, real quick, before we go any further, can y'all just explain to me what happened with y'all girl Shakari? Like, what was up? Because sis talked her trash, and then it wasn't like second or third place. It was like
I'm gonna tell you what I think happened.
It was this many.
There was only 9 people in the race.
This is what I think happened. And I really would love to talk to somebody who's like an expert in this type of stuff, because even though I think I know, I really want to know. So because she didn't get to go to the Olympics, how much of her training stopped? That's what I'm curious to know. Like, was she still training for the Olympics after the Olympics? Like, did 2 of her trainers decide we ain't training with you no more? Did it go down? Because it's just like, why was you 9? Not discredit her that she didn't run her butt off. Not saying that she didn't put her all into it, but like you said, her, talking cash money stuff or whatever, our anticipation of Shakari, she finna run, we finna see our girl, but then her finishing last, it made me just think, did she really finish last because, she didn't put her all into it? Was she not receiving the training? Or was it just her endurance was low? I'm just really curious how that works with someone in her shoes, because very well, I feel like maybe she wasn't training like she was training for the Olympics. Now she was, what was the title yesterday? What was the race yesterday?
It was like a world race, right? It was like a world race for women, because it was a couple of different countries represented in the race, but I think the race itself was in Jamaica. I want to say, I'm not 100%.
It was in Oregon.
Oh, it was in Oregon.
It was here in the U.S.
Oh, it was.
See, I just wonder, is that a
came over
type of training?
After they left Tokyo, they came over here with the Rona.
They came over here for that race. I think the Jamaicans are already coming off a high from the Olympics.
They are.
Okay.
Well, they're high already. But
I ran track and field in high school, and it's a lot of prep mentally and physically. I think people confuse confidence and arrogance, and I think she went from confident to arrogant. That's my opinion. Especially her little what she said after the race, and I thought, you weren't really, we know what you can do. You weren't gracious. And again, she's young. She can come back from this. We all have fails in life. I put a post up about that. And for me, it's not even about the fail. It's just about the attitude that she carried, even though I knew she wasn't going to win, but it's the attitude she carried in the midst of it all. You see, Alex Felix ran a race yesterday as well. Yeah. And she's one of the oldest in the track and field in her race. She didn't even win. I think she came in last, if I'm not mistaken, or close to last. You didn't see you saw how she responded and acted. It wasn't the same. So the confidence and arrogance, you got to really figure that out.
Attitude is everything.
I would love for her to have some type of coach, on interviews and stuff. I think
a publicist.
I'm sorry, my vocabulary.
No, you good. She can hire me though. Call me, girl.
Like, I don't think no one should ever be ashamed, or you should definitely come how you're supposed to come. But it's a certain level of like professionalism when it comes to interviews and such that you need to have to just be respected by all types of people. Like, some of us was taught, I'm gonna say some because I'm realizing some weren't. Some of us were taught to say yes sir, no ma'am, just come correct. I mean, you got some people that just say yeah, yeah, yes. Like, I remember growing up, I would tell my mom a lot yes, and she'd be like, yes, what? And I'm like, oh, yes, ma'am. So, like, in that side, when it comes to doing interviews and stuff like that, still be yourself, and like have a little bit of class, dress it up a little bit, make it feel good to people, because like you said, it's like at first it was confidence when you took ownership of what you did and whatever. Now it's just looking like, okay, girl, all right, girl, all right, next. We'll see you in a couple years. But we still love you.
And I think the biggest thing was it's like you all have said, mentality first and foremost, right? So anytime you're preparing to do something, if your mind is not in it, or if you've taken a break because you feel like, well, I've been counted out, then obviously your body has started to not have to work as hard. It realizes like, hey, we don't have anything major coming up. So I think it was really bad on her team and the people around her, because it's like, listen, okay, so the Olympics didn't happen. What next? Like, you still stay in shape. You still go forward, especially when you're talking about marijuana and the advocacy behind marijuana. Like, hey, homegirl, you could turn around and be an advocate to legalize cannabis, but
let me tell you what she did do. She made sure to do a little TikTok to get her hair did. She made sure to show us how her hair looked before and how it was gonna look at the thing. She was confident with that now. Shout out to her hair personnel though.
Okay, you look good, but you didn't look good running. Okay.
Oh, baby, that weave was laid, but obviously, like, nothing else went behind it.
Nothing else went.
Look at her.
She'll come back. She'll come back. Hopefully,
you're gonna knock them out next time, girl.
I say,
go get them, Tiger.
I heard somebody say, yesterday. Well, I saw somebody say, not heard. I forgot who it was. If it was, I would give them their credit. But she was like, basically, she was like, listen, we rooting for you, girl. We rooting for you. We want you to win. And I got like two little points. And the first one, like, we were rooting for her. And, we wanted her to win. But you got to have that balance of confidence and humility. You got to have both. You can't. Some people act like you can't be humble and be confident at the same time. Some people act like with the confidence you got to be arrogant. No, you can be confident and humble at the same time. That's my first point. And then my second point was like, I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, you can be confident.
You getting old.
Look at here, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can be confident. You can be confident and humble at the same time. You don't have to trade one for the other. And that's just the nature of the sport. That's just that's sports. And a lot of people were saying that a lot of people were just basically saying that they changed this to the black man versus black women narrative. They changed it to that. Like, okay, don't clown her, don't say nothing about her because she lost. Yeah, we know she coming back. But again, this isn't about she raced other black women. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all? Why y'all trying to like? Come on, no, she gonna catch these.
Still going
jokes.
against some people,
right? She gonna catch these jokes because that's the nature of it. LeBron loses. He catch jokes
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'll make one last point on it. Is that it's very it shows how quickly people will build you up and tear you down.
Ooh.
You have to know who you are in order to maintain. And you also have to be ready for the cost that comes with trying to be famous or in the limelight. Because the very people that were shouting her out and trying to have her back, half those people didn't have her back yesterday when she won that race. So you got to know who you are.
Right. I'm gonna put my money in the collection plate right now because you're gonna beat the whole word. Listen, man. Okay, so let's talk about this for a moment, right? Like, Sha'Carri, homegirl, we're rooting for you. I'm not gonna buy your t-shirt until you get a gold medal. But when you do get a gold medal, just play this video and I promise you I'm gonna buy a t-shirt then, because can't rock a ninth place t-shirt. Sorry, won't happen. However, y'all talk to me because some of you have some businesses that you have launched, and then somebody mentioned having a boo. Y'all did all of this in a Panasonic Remedy. And I'm just trying to figure out how y'all manage. Like, first of all, congratulations on all your endeavors, because anytime you win, our community wins, right? But talk to me about these ventures and this love life. Like, I'm so jealous because I don't have a love life or a new venture. So tell me.
Yes, you do. We on your show. We on your show.
Oh,
you had 4 seasons in a pandemic. We on your show.
I did. Salute to me. Salute to the king. That's true.
And you got a foundation.
I'm trying to come to the ball. Stop playing.
Yo, please come to the ball. Please come to the ball, because it will be a ball. If you missed the all-white party, come to the ball, because child makes the great flashbacks. Anyway, back to y'all. So tell me what's going. Look at my sister and did. Yes, Winifred, we did. Y'all tell me what's going on. So, Quaisha, talk to me more about your advocacy and your mentorship. Talk to me about that, because you are a doctor of public health, and not only that, but you are really out here inspiring us on a daily. Like if you don't follow Quaisha, I'm sorry, if you don't follow Dr. Gaddis, only I can call her Quaisha. The rest of y'all put some respect on that degree, okay?
Hey.
If you don't follow her, you're missing out on some true motivation. It's really better than having a cup of coffee. It is such a pick-me-up during the day, and I'm really grateful that you're going through this journey, because to me, you just don't know how much your posts speak to me, and I appreciate them. So thank you for that. But kind of tell us about that process and what that's been like for you.
Nervous, anxious. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just putting myself out there because I am a true introvert. If you know me, I'm super private. I don't like nobody in my business. But this is me taking a step to, one, utilize my degree in a different way and to try to help somebody. And I always feel like if I can help one person, then I'm doing something right. I don't know if all my posts are touching, but if it speaks to one person, that makes me happy and I'm good. But my business is about public health and just showing people how to get involved, because public health is essentially everything. I know people think it's just COVID-19 right now and a whole pandemic, but it's literally everything we do, how we interact with people, the issues that we're dealing with on a daily basis, whether culturally or within our own race, or as Hayward, he's a teacher, you're dealing with students, your mental state, it's everything. And so this is my opportunity to reach people and show them a way to get involved in a different aspect and be a social change agent for public health. So becoming an entrepreneur is very different. Shout out to all of you guys who are doing this, because it is a lot of work. I thought school was a lot of work. Being an entrepreneur is a lot of work, coming up with topics and what you're going to post. And if anybody can help me figure out TikTok, I'm over 40 and I don't get it. And I'm trying to figure out how to get that so I can switch it up a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Dr. Lady Q Consulting. You can follow me on Instagram under Dr. Lady Q or Dr. Lady Q Consulting, or you can see me on Facebook.
We love to see it. First of all, I think it is such a hidden accomplishment to be a doctor of public health, because we did not realize how important public health was and is until we were in the middle of a public health crisis. So we are certainly grateful for you. I know I call you all the time. Be like, so listen, these numbers going up. That mean my cousins ain't wearing their masks? Like,
I've avoided telling people where I work, because I do not have the energy to argue with you. But if you are going to get vaccinated, please do so. But that's all I'm going to say about it. I will not argue. Be well informed. That's what I will say.
But you know what? I'm going to call Hayward out, because one of his cousins posted on Facebook that she wasn't going to wear masks, because she wasn't gonna have her children wear masks. So I don't want to be around her for like the next 2 years, because obviously you dangerous and you live a life that is not pleasing and acceptable unto the Lord, and I can't be a part of that. Anyways, Jade, so you have entered, and then we're gonna come down to Monique too. Jade, you mentioned that you found love in a pandemic place. Tell us about that. I had to remix around the song real quick. Tell us about that.
It's kind of weird when I think about that. This really all did happen in the pandemic, because I literally been with my boyfriend, like including like talking. It's been a year and some change, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm a whole little girlfriend out here. But no, it feels shut up. It feels really good. I prior to being in a relationship, I hadn't been in a real relationship in like 7 years. So like,
God dang. Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
Look at everybody's face was like, what?
I'm sorry.
You sound like the girl in that show.
What's happening here? What? 7 years?
I'm sorry. You barely look. I'm sorry.
So listen. So I'm 27. I still look like I'm 14, but I'm 27, and so like I think I did what they said you're supposed to do in your 20s. Like I dated, talked to people, had situationships, too many for my liking, but it's kind of cool because when I did meet my boyfriend, I came with him with the like, this is what I want, this is where I'm at, this is what I need. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is what I need. I've been through this and whatever, and I just can't. And it's just really been cool. Like I found out a lot about myself in this year, some change. I found out a lot about myself in a relationship. So where, for example, when you talking to different people, if you got your little football team, whatever you want to call it, a little basketball team or whatever, you can decide what day you want to talk to that person.
Come on, team.
You can hang up with them and be like, you know what? Well, let me call section because you getting on my nerves today. It don't work like that in a relationship. Like, you can't do that. Figuring out how to be alone and being alone in a relationship, like that was kind of hard for me, because me and him, when we got with each other, we wanted to see each other all the time. But when we got used to each other, knowing that, okay, if we needed a long time, it didn't mean because he was mad at me, it didn't mean because I was mad at him. It was just, we need space. We need to figure out what it is. But it has been a blessing. I thank God for him. I thank God for deciding that this was the time that I needed to be in a relationship. And this is somebody that I'm trying to, work it out with for the long run. And if it doesn't work out, it's still gonna be okay. But it's been really nice. It's been great, for real. All the ups and downs, even through the years, some change. We still cool. And you know what? I got a best friend in my relationship. That's what I appreciate. Like, I got a best friend. Like, me and him can go kick it with his friends, or me and him can kick it with my friends, and you can bring your friends. You
had a team?
Why Hayward's face looking?
She had a rotation, like
you had a whole team.
She had a rotation. Okay.
Jay, I just want to put into context though. This question is coming from a man who is a member of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated. All right,
somebody that was Miss Omega Sci-Fi 2015.
You were Miss Omega Sci-Fi.
I'm gonna be quiet because last time I got 2 kids, so I can't have the teams no more. That ain't work out for me no more. Having a team,
you building a whole franchise, ain't you?
Lord, I didn't have a team, I would say, but I kept my options open.
I had a team. And that ain't work out. That ain't work out too good for me. I got 2 kids, and I'm on child support, so that ain't. What money went? What money? Wait.
I'm not doing this here show tonight.
I done learned about myself. I can't do teams no more. Lord, thank God for salvation. Y'all hear me? Because Lord have mercy, Jesus. I can't do teams no more. That ain't work out too hot for me. Teams
Teams
ain't
is
for
all
me.
right. I'm new to teams. I like playing this team sport.
Okay, I'm be quiet. I'm be quiet for real this time. I'm serious.
Jay, I do appreciate what you said in spite of my cousin. Y'all pray for him. I appreciate when you said that you gained a best friend. I think that is so very crucial. And when you also said that you learned how to still have your alone time, even with being someone, those are just really two key factors that I think a lot of people don't really have in their relationships, right? And and outside of communication, like those three things, they really do make or break whatever it is, situation, relationship, marriage. Those are very, very important factors. So kudos to you and your wonderful boo. We are so happy for you. And we're going to have him on Zave's Corner at some point when we do a Lovers show, probably be after the Lovers Ball. Matter of fact, when y'all come to the Lovers Ball, y'all bring y'all donation and we're going to put y'all on camera.
You gotta have a lover to come to the Lovers Ball.
No, because I'm gonna have something there for you. Just bring a donation.
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, and bring the friend too. Because long as you had a donation, you can get in through the door. You could be single, married, entangled, whatever that's your business. That is your business. I promise not to tell. Said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, and I really can keep it to myself. Anyway, Big Sister Mo, tell us about neck bones and rice. Talk to us, Big Sister Mo. Talk to us.
Yeah. Doc, I felt you on when you said like starting a business is hard, and I really thought like this podcast thing was gonna be easy, but I have deadlines that I'm missing. It's not really as pretty as Instagram make it look. And then life situations happen. I had to take a pause because I didn't want my material to come off like man bashing, or I didn't want y'all to get too much of that. So I had to take a little time off for all my fans. Any fans are listening. But I love it. Neck bones and rice kind of started as it's my talk therapy. I get to say whatever I want to say when I want to say it, and Apple and Spotify cannot tell me what I can and cannot say. So I love it. I like it. I like being able to sit down and write down content. Most of the time, content comes to me while I'm drinking.
I'd love to hear it. Same. I ain't even gonna lie to you. For the win.
Like, when I'm or if I'm in the car and I'm just talking to myself and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. I get to write it down. So that's fun. The content piece is fun, but the fact that like my production manager is in Philly and I'm in DC, and then I have to like download and upload and purchase Logic Pro, and now I got to learn about microphones and what works and what doesn't sound good. And now people want to see my face, so now I got to get pretty all the time. That's why I was so quick getting dressed, because people want to. Like, I got to keep a wig nearby. People want to see you. I was like, dang. I prefer to just do it audio and y'all hear my voice, but people really.
I'm with Mo on that one. I'm with Mo.
Okay, I'm like, man, I gotta be.
I'm sorry. Do you just have like a wall of wigs that just sits right there in your office, and you just be like, okay, Shirley is you today, or Kim?
I don't even have a name for him. I'd be like, come here, child, throw it on. Come here, child, throw it right on. I don't have a name for nobody. Okay, you might get chose today. That's how my rotation. Look, that's how my rotation is. Come here, child. You might could go on a date with me today. Who in my text message? Who in my DMs? I will say neck bones and white has boosted my little dating score. I will say that. So shout out.
Okay, girl.
Okay, DMs is flying.
In the DMs, Mo, huh?
I had to learn how
to
slide in a DM. I was like, wait a minute.
You don't know how to slide in DMs? What? First of all, Hayward can tell us all about sliding in DMs. But
last time I slid in the DM, I ended up with another child and on child support. Man, let me be quiet.
Listen, I'm such a perfectionist. It took me. And I hope he is not watching right now. Lord have mercy. But it took me 2 months to draft the DM that I wanted to send to this gentleman.
2 months.
2 months, because I'm a perfectionist. Like I can see a vision and I need it to come out the way I see it.
Tell us what the DM said, or just like give us a synopsis, because we interested.
Y'all interested?
I want to know.
Ooh, okay. Y'all want me to read it?
Yeah, we love it. Come on, read it, Jerry.
Let me read it for you. But basically,
because I feel like this.
I ain't reading this to y'all. Listen, these is your followers. I ain't listening. So what it said was basically like, I noticed you on my, in my news feed.
Oh, girl, I thought you said news. I was about to be like,
no,
what?
in my news, my timeline.
Okay, gotcha.
Noticed you my timeline, and you're just, very handsome individual. I just wanted to put you on notice. Made a little insert joke here.
Okay.
And, insert smiley face there.
Okay.
And then I just kind of alluded to the fact that we had some friends, the mutual friends. And then, then he responded. And I ain't gonna lie, I did not like the response.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was like, I gave you all of this paragraph.
Was it dry?
You gave me like 3 lines of it, like, oh yeah, hey, that's what's up. Thanks for noticing. I seen your stuff as well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
that sounds like a lot.
I had to give too much bait. I don't like all that.
Men don't like to read. They don't like to read them.
Yeah, I saw a post that said, "Stop sending these men all these long paragraphs. They are not reading it. They do not care."
No, I ain't gonna say is that we don't care. I'm not gonna say it's we don't care. When you send it, I'm gonna have an attitude. So I'm gonna look at the first 3 lines and the last 2 lines. And then when I'm over my attitude, I'm gonna go back and read the whole thing. But because I can't leave you on red, I'm just gonna say, okay.
See, that doesn't work for me.
I'm tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what I have realized, because I be coaching my friends on sliding in people DMs, because I'm a bold person, so I be trying to get everybody bold.
Okay, let me
talk him off guard, because think about it. We live in a society now where men supposed to shoot they shot. Like first of all, we've always been taught that the man's supposed to chase a woman, which is still supposed to always be the case. But when a woman step up and decides, to come at a man, he's thrown off. Like, she could be considered thirsty. She could kind of be considered doing too much.
This man has a pencil.
No, I feel like a real man or somebody who yes, he is.
Look closer to the camera so he can hear.
A real man or somebody who's really interested or wants something with the female, like that response that you got, I feel like, yeah, he was taken off guard, but he could have said like, yo, I appreciate you sliding in my DMs, or I appreciate your boldness. Like, so, I mean, when you want to kick it, when you want to hang out, because if I'm a guy and you slide into my DMs like that, and you bold enough to do that, I'm like, oh, what's up, sis? So what's your name? That's what it should be. But I just think maybe he just wasn't ready for the woman you was trying to give him, because I think nothing was wrong with that. You was being classy.
Hold on, you preaching. Let me move you over here, because you're preaching right now. Let me sit over here and learn from you. Let me move you over. Let me learn. Come on,
give you a little bit too much pressure.
Because even still, like with my boyfriend, I do a little, not okay, don't take this inappropriately, but like I do a little role playing with him on Instagram. So like I tried that little throw the basketball thing in the DM. I threw the basketball and he put a question mark, and I was just seeing if he was gonna catch the ball, and he was just like, for what? I'm like, you missed the joke, like you missed it. It was but then I've also done the what you doing? And he was like, what do you mean? Where you at? And he's like, what? I'm like, oh, you got plans? And he was like, what? Like, we were going back and forth.
Oh my Lord,
That'd be my favorite one to do, though. That'd be my favorite one, Jay. That'd be my favorite one to do. I like that one.
Song. I would say
is it an age difference type of thing, though?
Because at this very moment, I just want to say I feel old, because I'm probably the oldest one on this panel, and I feel so old, right?
That made me feel old, because I was like, no, let's just get to the point. I ain't got time to be throwing basketballs and all these. And look,
it's kind of being flirtatious with it. It's kind of being flirtatious. It's being cute.
It's being vulnerable.
It's not doing too much, but it's saying, okay, I'm coming in your DMs because I want you as a woman. Like, I'm already being a woman saying I want you. So either you gonna catch it or you ain't. If you ain't gonna catch it, then
so we did get to the point where we were supposed to link up. It was my fault why we didn't.
Okay.
It was my fault why we didn't.
Cups running low. Tell us why.
Okay, so we just it ain't that. So why was because we just lost a family member. My uncle passed. So the day that I was supposed to meet up with him, I didn't get to him. But it's okay because you know he did text me that day. I was like, if he don't text me, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right.
You got to be the first person to text me because I already told you I'm available this day. So if you don't reach out, then you just don't want it. But he did reach out. Now, I am very much still shy in certain areas of my life. So he called and I ignored the call. I knew exactly who it was, but I was like, oh, shoot, I ain't ready. I don't know what to say. I was like, oh, my God, what am I saying? He actually called.
Child, you didn't even answer the call?
I didn't, but I did call back. I did. I got myself together because
how soon after did you call back?
Like an hour.
Okay, that's fair. That's within reasonable time.
It wasn't okay. So it was 30 minutes on the text because I hit him with the hey, I missed a call from this number. May I ask who this is? I hit him with that just to buy time. Like,
oh
my God.
Okay, so I will say this to
y'all, I don't know how to do this. Y'all forget I was married for 6 years of my for most of my that time where everybody had they little hoe fest. I didn't have that. I was married with children and starting a life and doing, I was just, so now I gotta be out here. I gotta be out here in these streets and I'm not ready for the streets. I need a crossing.
Do you watch Insecure? Do you watch Insecure?
Yeah, I love that show. Yeah.
Girl, get on your Issa Rae in that bathroom. Do it in real life because it worked.
Follow my
Hayward, that's not for us. I'm gonna tell you what the secret is for us, Hayward. The secret is for us. You need to have a Jade best friend because I'll call Jade and be like, Jade, this girl cute. What should I do? And she'd be like, all right, Zave, let's think this through. Are you really going to like her? And I always say, yeah, I'm gonna like her.
I'll be tearing Zave up, okay?
I mean,
you don't be liking nobody for real. You like the idea of bodies.
There was one person who had my heart.
Okay, I'll get to that. It was one person that he did and I coached him through that.
Okay,
you don't take good coaching.
I don't take good coaching.
What's your sign?
Let me tell you, I'm a Sagittarius, of course.
Sagittarius, of course.
That's what it is.
Of course.
I'm a Sagittarius, of course. But listen, the crazy part about it is this last time, nobody knows, but I was semi in a whole relationship for about a month this year. But the crazy part. It was
bad
really
friend.
It was like 3 weeks. It was like 3 weeks and 6 days, 4 hours, and 22 minutes. Because
why the heck was you counting like that? Wow,
I was trying to break a world record.
Me on a crazy thing about your
you got me by 5 months. You got me by 5 months. I'm good.
But it was really cool. It was really, really cool. It actually was a makeup because I had left the person in the car from back in January when we had gone out. And so, it was like a second chance type of thing, but then it went down the drain.
About that another day.
Tell who about what?
You should tell Mo and Dr. Q about you leaving that woman in the car. You should.
Yeah, I can see. I
already heard about it.
I was going to say, you're going to have to call me.
I would love to hear how.
Because me and Zave had a conversation. It was somebody up out of here.
It was Hayward. It was Hayward's other cousin's fault. It was his other cousin's fault.
It was your fault.
No, first of all, I got trapped. I got held against my wheel. I was held against my wheel. And when I was like, do you want to go back inside? She's like, no, you can go inside with your cousins. I'll wait here. Red flag number 1 through 6. Anytime a woman says, no, it's okay, it is never okay. But the bone that I have to pick is why y'all just can't say it ain't okay. Why we got to go through that?
Some men are sensitive.
When you start dating older women,
she was older.
40. See, I'm in
Look
a
at
different age bracket.
She was older. Well,
Yeah.
I'm in
the girl
an
from the
age bracket where I ain't got time to lie to you, honey.
the girl
Look,
that Lifetime thought I should have been with was 32. So all I've ever dated was older.
See,
That's
look
all
at
I've ever dated was
Yeah.
older. The youngest person I ever dated was the person that I loved the most, but everybody else has always been older. So it's like, bro, you older.
Yeah.
Teach me. I am
Hey,
here
we're
to
getting
learn.
ready to say something, but I'm gonna
Look-
be your blocker. Go ahead. Because
I ain't even gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this though. I got 2 little points. I got 2 little points about that. Look at here, man. Number one, about that DMs thing. I'm gonna tell y'all my line. It's so simple because I don't play around. I'm gonna watch you for a while. You know, y'all say too much
Like a
now, so
snake.
don't call me a weirdo because you said too much, Monique. You waited. All right. So I'm gonna look at you for a while, especially for somebody I done been around, and I'm gonna hit you with a girl. Quit playing. We could have been in love by now. Sin. You're right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna quit playing.
Let me
Girl,
check.
we could have been in love.
Hey, give me high five, because I didn't use that one too. Give me high five. I didn't use that one
thing.
too.
That's the first one I'm gonna send. And let me tell y'all on a serious note though. There's a group of fellas I don't know if any of them watching, but I have a homeboy with a kind of popular YouTube page. And that he lives in Atlanta, and I'm gonna make this quick. But you know, we've been talking about in our fellas group how, like, with this dating thing, his thing is a lot of women come at him because he gives very good advice. Smart man, educated, man of God, goes for what he want, works out, no kids, single, like all these things, living in Atlanta, right? But we've been trying to teach him the responsibility that comes along with being approached by all these different women. There's a responsibility and accountability that comes along with that. When you realize that you're an influential man, when you realize that you're not going to do this woman any good, when you realize that she's not for you, okay, bro, go ahead and turn it off. I had to learn this. Go ahead and nicely, I guess, like, nah, I can't do it. Like, let's turn her down. But anyway,
You need to teach a lot of men in Atlanta that. You should.
So and the thing we've been trying to, me and my boys, and we've been talking about is, listen,
Go to Atlanta.
there's no need to hit her with the, let's just be friends and see where this goes. You know that you know you about to waste her time. You know you don't have a good intention for her. You know the cheeks look good and the face look good, but everything else you're not really interested in, but you want to play yourself and play with her. So there's an accountability that comes with dating. There's a responsibility that comes with dating. And as the man pretty much being the stronger vessels, there's a responsibility and accountability that we have to take for dating and stuff like that. So that's just my little piece on dating. As men, we got to take accountability. We got to take responsibility for dating. And especially when you get to my age, you have to be more serious about it. You got to stop wasting time and do what you got to do. So when you jump in these men inbox,
he didn't learn something with them 2 kids and them little dips.
when you just look at her and that child support, you know what I'm saying? Listen, when you
grow up out here, you better grow up.
Tell him something. Ain't no more dip here.
Look, that's it.
Grew up. You done grew up.
Once look at her. I got saved, and for
But
real,
you ain't got to
God
slide in his
doing a lot
DM.
of
You can
stuff
just
to me.
message him real quick. You can just message him
I
real
sure
quick.
am. We're supposed to be in love by now. Is that the line? Did I do it right? Woo, let me put my glasses back on. Stop playing with y'all out here.
Listen, I don't know what happened these last 300 something plus days since the last time we sat together, but woo, y'all, wow. Listen, man, listen. In all seriousness, though, because we got to get out of here. Time has actually left us, which is so crazy.
Oh, wow.
I am very grateful for all of you all, first and foremost, for joining me. You all were my very first panelists when I first even launched Zave's Corner, which has been a little more than a year, but a year ago when I was bored at home and needed somebody to talk to. So thank y'all for even agreeing to be a part of the very first Zave's Corner. It has been such a tremendous success for me. It's really been very therapeutic for me. This last year has been a roller coaster of events, and I'm sure you all at different seasons in your life probably can attest to that too. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you all are healthy, that you are thriving, that as I look upon your faces, I can see the blessings of God upon you. And so I am forever grateful for that. If you could share anything, just one quick thing, as a word of encouragement, as a takeaway, as a token, to pass to someone who's watching, what would it be? Just that one thing, and whoever wants to go first. Jade, I'm gonna take my spot back. I'm gonna bring you back over here. You done preaching for the night because you done came on the show and just not you got an attitude.
Oh,
Come on now. Come on, sis.
What the hair flip? What the hair flip?
Look, I tried to copy your shirt, but go ahead.
You did try to.
What the hair flip?
Often imitated but never duplicated because my crown got a real gold. That's real gold.
All right, Your Highness, go ahead though.
Oh, we love to hear it. Thank you. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I would say take care of you. I don't know. This pandemic has really, I think, it just like I said, growth. Kind of like what Dr. K said. There's so many people who got their heads in about mental health and want to be fake doctors and play doctors. But I think the one thing I've learned this year is like, I don't have to talk to who I don't have to talk to. I ain't got to be around who ain't got to be around, family included. If I don't feel like dealing with you, I don't have to. If I want to sit at home and rest and keep my phone on do not disturb, it is nothing wrong with that at all. Like, take care of you first before thinking about what others want you to do, what others expect you to do. No, if you don't have expectations for yourself as an individual to take care of yourself, you might need to rethink some things.
Love it.
Go ahead, Jade.
Take care of you. So when you preaching your trial sermon, you gonna get back to me on that?
We on it tonight, huh?
Okay. All right. The right Reverend.
Podcast.
You said what?
Maybe I need a podcast.
You should do a podcast. You should do a podcast. You really be dropping wisdom. You know, I be
Why
trying
not?
I try not to add to your head, but you be dropping wisdom. I do appreciate that. Because yeah, I'm gonna get back to you on why I appreciate that. Dr. Gaddis, you want to go? Dr. Lady Q.
I'm just thinking about the most recent post that I put up talking about me failing and just reminding people that it's okay to fail. Just learn from those mistakes. You know, make a pivot and figure out how to make things better or be, successful in whatever you want to do. Don't be afraid to share your story. That's something I'm learning because everybody has a story. And my last takeaway is people will talk about you no matter what, whether it's good or bad. So know who you are.
Know who you are. Amen. Amen. And your testimony was very powerful in that post too. It was very powerful and very transparent. You know, I live for transparency. So I really appreciated you for that.
Thank you.
All right, Mo, Hayward, y'all figure out what y'all gonna do. Get yourselves together, and then somebody need to go.
I'm a gentleman.
Yes, thank you, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, Lord.
Lord. I knew you
were gonna this DM is gonna happen here.
That's just my daily.
She didn't got to slide in the DMs. They was at camp meeting together. Anyway.
Lord have mercy. We're not gonna do this right here. I need to say. My what I would say is you don't owe anybody any apology for how you live your life, and that's just that. And that piggyback off of like taking care of yourself and just understanding, like, you know, once you come into a place of peace and understanding and what makes you happy and what makes everything move in your world, you owe no one any explanation, no apology, no nothing, and continue to live in your peace and your happiness.
Amen.
My best friend was preaching that to me. I think it was like two or 3 weeks ago. She was telling me, girl, don't be apologizing about your life. That's a word right there too. We're gonna have to talk on the side, Mom.
Yes, and of course.
Big sister, little sister, we love to see it.
I'm here. All right, hey, I need to know what you got. I
I just wanted to ask since the beginning of the show, Monique, since you got a new job, and Dr. Gaddis, since you can afford to go from a new position back to old position, y'all, one of y'all give me $5. Well, I'm just playing.
See, this ain't gonna work already because he already
begging.
sliding in the DM, sliding in my DM.
I ain't even much been playing. I just been playing. All right. Okay, Jay.
But on the because you asked not. Come on, man of God.
And you still have not, even when you asked. I ain't got it.
I did want to say, it's along the lines of what especially what Jade said, and something I've been telling I've been talking to some family members about. And something Dr. Gaddis has been saying lately, as far as I think Monique spoke about it too. You can't apologize for protecting your peace. Don't apologize for protecting your peace. I was telling my a close family member of mine, I was like, somebody was trying to get him to go somewhere. He was like, I'm not coming. And they're like, no, you got to come. And he's like, I'm not comfortable coming. I was like, dog, don't come. Like, you don't. I cannot tell you how to protect your peace. That's you. You have to protect yourself. So nobody's responsible for that. And my thing is, you're not. Some people use the excuse, I'm trying to keep people out of my business. But if you're practicing honesty, hard truth, and transparency, you should be fine. That's been my motto since January 1st this year. Honesty, hard truths, and transparency. If you practice those things and protect your peace, you should be fine. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
You know what? Yeah, y'all so profound, man. It's ridiculous. First of all of y'all really need your own reality shows because y'all are so.
Ain't no cameras follow me around, Chad.
It's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. I promise you. You don't even know they're there until they holler, "Cut! Can you do it again?" It's really not that bad.
I'm a reality show junkie. I watch them way too much. No, thank you.
All right, y'all just let me be the only reality star. That's fine. It's
you gotta keep putting on and off every time the camera roll.
Listen, man.
Hold on. What you say, Robbie?
You gotta hold secrets for months. I don't like that.
Robbie,
you said I got what?
You gotta hold secrets for months. Like for months, you couldn't tell us you was on the show, and I was talking to you like once a week. Like, hey, like what? That's
I mean, the way I found out was like really absurd. I was like, what?
You're
Why
late.
would I find out like this?
It's the you late. She was
y'all ain't
late.
Y'all ain't heard Robbie. You're late.
She was late, and then had the audacity. I can't even tell y'all. In 5 years, ask me when the non-disclosure has expired. I'll tell y'all then because I was about to blow the whole thing.
Anyway, I heard you say you late. I was just like, oh, he giving his real self. Thank God.
Authentically, because anybody that knows me knows everything that I said after that probably was not fit for camera. So you know very well. But no, listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with this in my final moment in this new season 4. One thing that I have learned is you cannot answer to things that are not assigned to you. And so when I say that, I mean your parents gave you your name. My parents named me Xavier, and some people call me Xavier. I had a friend that called me Zavius. Pastor Cece used to call me Izavius, but people would call me everything except for my name, and I would answer to it. And when you answer to things that are not your name, you are blocking your blessings that are assigned to you. When God created you, he created your name with a divine purpose and a divine intention so that every blessing that is spoken, it is assigned not to Xavier, not to Isavius, but to Xavier. Stop answering to things that are not your name. It's not your name. It has no place in your life. Stop allowing people to call you whatever they want because it is disrespectful. And because I don't want to get out of character and miss my blessing, I'm just not going to answer to it. Answer to who you are. Be accountable for who you are. Respond to who you are. Know who you are, and where you're going. Hey, everything that God has for you is for you, declares the Lord. Answer to your name. It is your name. This is Zave's Corner. I answer to God. I answer to Zave. Anybody else, if you don't call my name, you ain't talking to me. We have no business with each other. And people get an attitude when you correct them. Let them have that attitude and go on about their little business because you are created to be you. Every headache, every heartache, every pain, every blessing, every struggle, every trial, every triumph, it is yours. Own it, live it, and love it. And watch God continue to move in your life. All right. Listen, I love y'all so very much. I love y'all so very much. I can't wait to do this again with y'all. Y'all hilarious. I don't know what you have done in the last year that has caused y'all to be this wild, but I can't wait for next year because it only goes higher and higher. All right. Listen, all my people that are watching, remember, we've got our Thanksgiving drive. We've got our gift card drive. We've got our scholarship ball. There are so many ways for you to donate and support the work that we are doing. But most importantly, the greatest thing that you could do is love somebody and wear the darn mask. Put the mask on your face. Put a breath mint in your mouth so that the bounce back from your hot breath don't take you out. I love you so very much.
Wear your deodorant.
Please.
Take a bath.
Listen, some of y'all need masks up under your underarms.
They can't smell me. They got their mask on. You can't smell me. You got your mask on.
I can smell you through my mask.
First of all, sir, you just continue to stop playing with the snakes. How about that, Matt? But can you get some of that snake skin so I can make me some shoes?
Right.
That'll match your first. Well, y'all can get together on how y'all gonna coordinate y'all outfit for the lovers ball. All right, love you. See ya. Bye.
How do I get out of here? How do I get